Hello, I'm Rocky from Optic Sensation Films, and I'd like to talk to you about how to better critically analyze movies, whether you're looking into the filmmaking profession yourself, or you just want something more to talk about with your friends when you talk about movies. The idea that I use when looking at movies is the concept of baby steps. It's something that we hear a lot in our everyday lives. It's something that we've been taught about as a kid, take baby steps, do a little bit at a time. But this concept can also be applied to critically analyzing films, and in fact, the whole filmmaking profession as a whole. Basically, the idea is do a little bit at a time and be as good as you can at that before moving on to something else. So, when critically analyzing films, pay attention first to whatever you like about the movie. Do you like the score of the movie? Do you like the lighting of the movie? Do you like the acting? Do you like the cutting? Stuff like that. So, take what you like about a film first. In this instance, I'm going to start with cutting. If you like the cutting of a movie, pay attention to how they cut it, what they cut to, and how often they cut, stuff like that. Then, pay attention to what they cut to. Are they cutting to reaction shots? Are they cutting to wider shots of both the characters in a dialogue scene? Are they cutting to establishing shots for the next scene? Stuff like that is what you want to pay attention to when cutting. After you've learned everything that you want to learn when cutting, pay attention to the lighting. How are the directors lighting the scene? How is the lighting in the scene affecting the characters, their dialogue? What color is it? What direction is it coming from? Where is it coming from? All these things are things that directors do on purpose. If something looks good in a movie, or if something looks scary, it was meant to look that way. Everything in a movie is done on purpose. There is almost no happy accidents when it comes to the actual production design of a project. After you've figured out everything that you learned about the cutting and the lighting, start thinking about perhaps the cinematography. Where does the camera move? Does the camera follow the character? What's in focus? How deep is the depth of field? All of this stuff is planned out in advance. There's almost no improvised shots. Everything is planned out. Everything is done 100 times just to make everything perfect. And figuring that out will help you further appreciate a movie. After you've learned about two or things in a movie, like in our examples so far, the lighting, editing, and the cinematography, you'll start to realize how they all affect one another. The cinematography is directly affected by the lighting and the editing. The editing directly affects the acting that you see, and the acting and the directing and the cutting all affect the pace of the movie. Start looking at the movies you like and why you like them. Do you like the movie because it has a lot of edits and fast cutting and it seems to keep the energy super high in the movie? Or do you like it because there are a lot of long shots and you get to really stick with the characters for a long time? Learning how directors do what you like to do is the first step in learning how you do what you want to do. Why do you like it, and why does everyone else like it? This is everything that beginning filmmakers have to think about. Why do I like what I did? Why don't people like what I like? Stuff like that, and you just have to roll with it, and you learn. Every day, you learn more. Every single project that you do, try to learn something from it. Take it in baby steps, a little by little. Every director that you know about started somewhere other than feature films. Nobody started doing hour-long movies with massive budgets from huge studios. Everyone started in advertising or their own short film projects or documentaries. Everyone started somewhere, and now it's your turn to start. Use the concepts that I've talked about today and just start watching more films. Watch a film every day if you can, and start to think about the acting, the editing, the cutting, the directing, where the camera goes, the lighting. Think about little things at a time until you figure out what you want to do and how to do what you want to do. Anyway, thanks for listening, and I hope this helped. I'm Rocky from Optic Sensation Films, and I'll talk to you later.